something that for my OGs and the newer people and the people that have been on the Easton University portal a lot, one of the fundamental things that you've realized part of our coaching here at Easton University is this whole concept, the foundational concept of we need to slow the process down in the beginning to speed up the results in the end. We're going to slow down in the beginning. We're going to avoid the pitch. We're going to avoid the demo. We're going to avoid talking about how we can help somebody right away in order to be able to speed up the close in the end. And one of the things that goes along with that a lot is a mistake that so many people in sales make, and that is this. They focus a lot, if not 100% of their conversations on what we would call bi-directional conversations. Bi-directional is, if I could have 5 minutes of your time, I'd like to tell you how we can help your business. I'd like to tell you I can help save you money. I'd like to tell you how we can help make sure that you're insured or you have the proper coverages. That's a bi-directional conversation. I'm going to talk to you about problems that you're having, about solutions that I have, quid pro quo. I'm going to throw something over. I'm going to take something back from you. It's a bi-directional conversation. What's the problem with the bi-directional conversation? The problem of this is this. They're nearly impossible to start, right? If I could just have 5 minutes of your time, I'd like to tell you how we can help your business. No, thank you. Delete. I'm not calling you back. They're intrusive. It's intrusive. We haven't earned the right to get there, okay? Here's the other problem with a bi-directional conversation. Here's something that we're seeing in your business. Your website's screwed up. You're underinsured. There's little to no honesty. Even when you're right and you can help that person, when you launch into a bi-directional conversation, they feel in some way attacked. They're not going to be honest with you. They're not going to share their problems with you. They're not going to share their feelings with you. They're not going to share their goals with you. The only time this works is if somebody is literally on fire and you have a fire extinguisher. That's when they're going to be honest with you. I'm burning, put me out, right? There's little to no honesty. They're hard to get information from the person. When you start with a bi-directional conversation, hey, I noticed there's a problem on your website or a problem with your coverage or the fact that your house is listed for sale by owner and you don't have an agent. It's really, really hard to get information because the person feels threatened and there's little to no self-reflection. They just see this as a salesperson that's trying to sell them something, all right? So you guys, on your portal, boom, triangulation. We've talked about this in the past and I want to talk about it again today. Okay? Triangulation is where you slow the process down and you're not starting by talking in a bi-directional. Here's how we can help you. Here's a problem that I'm seeing with you. You're talking with a third party, a news article, or an insight, maybe some outside research or a customer story, right? Hey, I got an idea I wanted to get your opinion on. And one of the things that we're seeing a lot is homes that are listed for sale by owner. Not only are they not closing as quickly, they tend to sit on the market an additional 90 days, but they're getting about 11 to 20% under what homes that were represented by an actual realtor that has access to the MLS and marketing. And I was curious to get your opinion on how you guys are overcoming that with listing this property. Okay, I'm triangulating. I'm not coming in offensive. I'm bringing in an outside piece of research. Here's another issue with that, okay? Another huge issue with that is in this triangulation, a lot of you are going to be talking about a problem, right? Companies like yours are overspending on research. That's good. Okay, your companies like yours, something that we're seeing is you guys are overspending on your advertising. Okay, hopefully you're not saying, if I could have 5 minutes of your time, I'd like to show you how you can decrease the cost of your advertising and increase your leads. That's a bi-directional conversation. Okay, companies like yours are spending 30% more on advertising and getting less. If you really want to be skillful when you triangulate, talk about the reason for the problem. Talk about the reason for the problem. Like if I was in digital marketing, instead of saying worst case scenario, if I could have 5 minutes of your time, I'd like to show you how we can manage your ad campaign and reduce your cost by 30%. Little to no honesty, not going to start the conversation. I'm not going to call you back. I'm not going to respond to your email. Okay, that's bad. Here's good. Hey, I've got something that we're seeing with small businesses like yours where their cost on advertising has gone up 30% and their leads have decreased another 10%. That's good. Here's great triangulation. Hey, Skip, Matt Easton with Easton Marketing. Wanted to reach out to you personally. Got an idea that I'd love to get your opinion on. Can you call me on my mobile, 720-660-3202? Skip calls me back. Hey, Matt, it's Skip with Skip's Mufflers. Hey, Skip, thank you so much for calling me back. Hey, so the thing I wanted to get your opinion on, we work with a ton of auto shops, repair centers, and facilities like yours across the state of Texas. And one of the things that we're seeing with small businesses like yours, single locations, even on up to 40 locations, is the cost of spend for advertising has gone up about 30%, and the actual leads coming in have gone down almost the same percentage, 30% down in leads with more expensive clicks. And the reason why this is happening is Meta and Google, with some of their policies in terms of wanting to be inclusive, are no longer allowing people that are self-managing their campaigns to sort by things like gender, to sort by things like ethnicity. And I get it that they're trying to be fair there, but it's really difficult when you're working a muffler shop and it's sending the ads to people that probably would only take their car to the dealership. How are you guys dealing with that? Look at how I've now triangulated with an insight, letting them know about a problem without being offensive, okay? Critical here, without being offensive. I took the look at your ad campaign and it really sucks. By the way, not those exact words, but that's exactly how 94% of the emails go out in B2B sales. I took a look, you got a problem here. Your website sucks, your thing sucks, your videos suck. If you had an editor, your videos would be a lot better. Somebody's gonna send me that based on my video I'm gonna post today, right? Give the problem in a triangulated fashion so I don't feel offended by it. So Skip at Skip's Mufflers doesn't feel offended by it. And then talk about the reason why this is happening. Guys, if you don't know what the problems are that are affecting your customers that you can help them solve, you should probably figure that out. And if you really want to take your career to the next level, figure out the reason behind that. Once you know what the problem is and the reason why that problem is happening, and you can skillfully triangulate and come in there gently, not, hey, I'd like to tell you about a problem that you have with your business, or I'd like to tell you about an opportunity that you have. I'd like to tell you about a problem that's going on in your industry and why it's happening. I'd like to talk to you about an opportunity that folks in your industry are taking advantage of and why it's working for them. Right? When you triangulate, everything works. This is a really, really easy concept for you guys to go, yeah, I'm doing that. But most of the people that go, oh, yeah, I'm doing that, you're really, really not doing that. You're just simply maybe talking about it and going right to them. Again, you've got to slow the process down in the beginning, triangulate, get it to talk globally, and then you can say, and again, we've talked about this ad nauseum, okay? Once you bring up a problem, once you bring up an insight, don't say, is that something you're seeing? Say, how are you dealing with that? Because that opens the door for them to give you feedback. Worst case, they go, oh, we don't have that problem. Right? But if you say, is that something you're seeing? 80% of the people that have that problem will answer it no, because they feel offended and they feel like you're putting them on the spot and they feel like you're shining a spotlight on them. But when you say, how are you dealing with it? That gives them an opportunity to be a hero and go, I'm dealing with it this way, right? Have you considered this? What is that costing you? You'll have a much better conversation with them.